Well, here we are heading south on a farm road, heading south from US Route 2 to points unknown. US Route 2 is the main road that goes east west across the most northern part of the US, where I live. and it's a main road. I went up to Havre, which is on Route 2, which also is where there's a major uh, Burlington Northern Railroad line across the U.S. And so they call that whole system the High Line. It's about 20 miles south of the Canadian border. It's kind of a flat area with some definite exceptions, but in general the land up there is a little boring. But not for me, because there's still wildlife of all kinds, birds, big game, all kinds of stuff, and there's still wide vistas and the occasional hill where you just get up a little bit and it's a great view. So you can see this road is mainly going one direction, south. And it goes all the way down to, I believe it's Route 89, which goes between Havre and down southwest to Great Falls. A little over an hour and a half or so away. It's a really cool area, an area of huge farms, and just like here you're climbing up a hill, and at the high point, I slow down or even just stop and make sure I'm not missing anything, because there is usually some good views in one direction or the other. Like these high clouds right here, that's a good background, and right here, that's a good photo. Looking down the road, going over the far hill. That's why I take these roads. It's a big grid. In Arizona, you can find grids where it's every mile there's a road. Well, not out here, but it's still a grid, and it's big, where every maybe, 6 to 10 miles, there's a road. And the roads go somewhere. I turn onto these roads. I have maps. But you don't have to even look, because this road is going to go somewhere. It just doesn't dead end. And it's heading right now south, and I don't even have to look at a map. You know where you're going. And the only interesting part is, even though this road right here is pretty darn straight, there are exceptions where this road could turn suddenly a 90-degree and go west for a mile, and then go a hard left and go back south. So it's still heading south, but it did a mile of westbound. Well, that's pretty typical in big farms. They just run into problems. Personally, I like these areas. These roads are usually really good shape, unless it's just after a heavy rain, and what idiot would be out here at that time? Not me, and only the locals. This speed here is 2 times normal. I just do it because the road is pretty much the same all along, and speeds things up, and you see twice as much. And I will continue until somebody complains vociferously. Vociferously. Okay.